Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the last in our fabulous concert programs devoted to Scriabin, the Scriabin symphonies. And we're up to number 5, or what he called symphony number 5, but it was, that's debatable. It's Prometheus, Le Poème de Feu, the poem of fire, which is scored for ridiculous heaps of orchestra and a wordless choir and a solo piano and a color keyboard so that you can see colors as the music is playing. Actually, it sometimes gets played that way, which is fascinating. And Scriabin actually orchestrates the colors on top of the score on a regular stave. It's quite interesting. Both the chorus and the color keyboard are optional, but I've never heard it done without the choir, and I've never seen it done with the color keyboard. But like I said, people do manage to try and do that now and again. If they have the time and the money and the inclination. Does it add anything? I really have no idea. I really don't. But I have come up with a program. Oh, this is a great program, an amazing program. I think you'll agree. Now, the Prometheus, the Fifth Symphony, has to end the program because it's like one of those, gob-stopping extravaganza things that brings the house down, or should. But what on earth do you program with it? I mean, what a crazy assortment of playing forces. Well, I have the answer in the first half of the program. So let's start with the first half of the program. It begins with Ginastera, the overture to the Creole Faust, an absolutely marvelous piece. It doesn't get played. It really should. I mean, Ginastera, aside from the ballet Estancia, he doesn't get a lot of attention. But there's so much wonderful music he wrote, including the piano concertos and the other ballets, Penambi, and it's good stuff. Lots of good stuff. The harp concerto is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And so I decided that we should do some more Ginastera in this fabulous concert program series. The overture to the Creole Faust makes a great concert beginner, and I just love Latin American music generally, so we start there. And then after that, here comes the kicker, the second piece on the program, another unprogrammable oddity written for almost the same forces as the Scriabin, that is, choir, this time they have words, and an eccentric ensemble, and a solo piano. I mean, believe it or not, there's more than one of those. It's Constant Lambert's The Rio Grande. And if you don't know the Rio Grande, you really need to give it a shot. It's just about the same length as Prometheus. So it just works out beautifully, and it sounds completely different. It's in a totally different style. It's in a brittle, neoclassical, jazz-influenced, Latin-esque style. So we have the first half is going to be a kind of classical / Latin / jazz thing. And then on the second half, you go away for intermission, and we come back. And on the second half, we get two Greek things, two Greek mythological pieces. The end is Prometheus. Before that, Stravinsky's Orpheus. Why? Because, boy, are they different. Orpheus is as cool and austere, and I just love it. It's so beautifully poised, and it's like the acme of neoclassical control. It only has like 2 fortissimo bars in the whole piece when Orpheus gets chomped on and chewed up and destroyed. But it's just a lovely work, so simple, so linear in its conception. And then we do just the opposite. We do Prometheus, which is just this orgy of sound and color and craziness, but it connects everything together because it's written for the same forces as Lambert's Rio Grande. So we've got a program that does what I think every good program should do. It offers just incredible variety while also having things that link the pieces together musically. Not programmatically, not necessarily thematically, but musically in terms of forces and timbres and the practicalities of performance, which is kind of like an issue when you've got works for solo piano and choir that are only like 20 minutes long. They're going to be expensive to produce. Never mind the color keyboard. I don't know what you do with that. Maybe you could play some Messiaen or something. I don't know. But he never wrote for a color keyboard. In any case, there you have it. The end of our Scriabin Symphony Cycle, and a really cool way, I think, to get him back into the mainstream. Well, the mainstream of our listening rooms, because nobody will ever play these things in actual concert. But hope springs eternal. So keep on listening, friends, and thanks for joining me. Take care.